Hi everyone, welcome back. So this is my second video regarding the transformer architect, and in my first video I cover up to here like the positional encoding. I basically start from tokenization, word embedding, and then positional encoding. So in this video I'm going to cover further part of transformer architect like the attention layer, feed forward layer, and residual connection layer, and also the softmax layer. So I will cover these part in this particular video. So as I mentioned, like up to positional encoding I covered in my previous video. So let me recap the positional encoding. So in positional encoding we basically add lower quantity related to the sequential order of our data. If we talk about the mathematical formula, we use sine and cosine function here. Sine for even position and cosine for odd position, and pos basically the position of word in a sequence, and I basically the dimension index. We know like the word embedding. In the word embedding we have the vector basically, so each token basically represented by a vector of multiple dimension, and in my previous video we discussed the dimension size is 512. So I basically the positional index is I start from 0 1 2 up to here 511. So I would be the index of dimension, and d basically the dimension of embedding. So d in this case is 512, and I means the index. It start from 0 1 2 and it go up to the 511. So this is the positional encoding which I already covered in my previous video, and further here I already discussed these things in detail, like the positional encoding for the 0 position, 1 position, 2 position, and 3 position. And uh, here are the positional encoding in numbers. So you can see here are the positional encoding for first position, second position, third position, and fourth position word. And this is again the same formula which I discussed earlier. So after the positional encoding, our data basically feed to the multi-head attention layer. Let me go back to the diagram. So we are basically here. So we add positional encoding information in our embedding. Then we feed this data to the multi-head attention layer. You see here. Now I'm going to discuss the multi-head attention, and this is the encoder part. Further, this information is passed to the decoder in original transformer. So let me discuss the self attention. So self attention basically the core of the transformer. It is the like the main concept behind the transformer, how transformer basically understand the context. So self attention basically provide the capability to transformer to understand the context and to understand the long range context in case of sentence or big paragraphs or large number of word. So here are the core part of the transformer. So in attention we have the three main part. One is the query vector, key vector, and value vector. This is the main part of transformer model: query vector, key vector, and value vector. And how basically we calculate this? To calculate the query vector, we basically multiply our embedding here. Basically x means our embeddings plus positional encoding information. In previous step we add the positional encoding information in our embedding. So here x means two things: word embedding plus positional information, and we multiply these with query weight. WQ basically the query weight. So this way basically we calculate our query vector. Then we calculate our key vector. To calculate the key vector, we basically multiply again our embedding with uh, key weight. And to calculate the value vector, we multiply our embedding with value weight. So this way basically we calculate our query vector, key vector, and value vector. And during the training of our LLM or fine tuning of our LLM, basically we find the best value for these weight. WQ basically the weight for query vector, WK weight for key vector, and WV the weight for value vector, and during the training, fine tuning, so these weight basically update, and our objective, our goal in the training of LLM or fine tuning of LLM to find best weight for these query, key or value vector. Also we have other layer like the feed forward neural network. We need to find the best weight for those layer as well, but this is the core, this is the crux of the transformer. And now I explain how we calculate this attention weight. So calculate the attention weight, this is the formula. First we perform the dot product between query vector and key vector, and kt basically we perform the transpose of key vector to perform the dot product, and then we divide this quantity with square root of our dimension. This is the embedding dimension. We first calculate the square root, then divide the dot product value, and then multiply with value vector, and before the multiplication we perform the softmax function here. So this is the crux, this formula. So you can see here, first we perform the dot product. So dot product basically giving us the similarity between two vector. So if our word basically, if our word in embedding format is similar, dot product value would be high, and if our word is dissimilar, they are not relevant, then the dot product value would be low. So basically dot product giving us the similarity score, then we divide the score with the square root of dimension, and then perform the softmax, and then multiply by value vector. So this is the main part of the self attention. Let me explain this with the help of diagram and one of the example. So suppose we are interested to calculate the attention value for cat word. Here are the cat word, and in the sentence suppose we have the other word like the sat, mat, or some other word, and but we are interested to calculate the attention value for this particular cat word. So as I discussed in this formula, we need query vector, key vector and value vector. So first one, the key vector. So suppose this is the key vector for cat word, this is the key vector for sat word, this is for mat word, and this is for suppose the another word in the sentence. So this is the vector for those words. Then we need query vector. So query vector basically the vector we calculate by multiplying the word embedding with query weight. So here the query word is the cat, so we are basically interested to calculate the attention value for cat. So here basically we calculate the query vector by multiplying the cat word embedding. So first we need cat word embedding, then we multiply those cat word embedding with query weight. So the query vector basically contain the cat embedding into the query weight. Then we perform the dot product between this query vector with key vector for cat word. Then we perform dot product between these query vector for cat word and key vector for sat word. Then we perform the dot product between query vector again same cat word, and the key basically the mat word, and this is for the another word, and the query vector is same. So this way basically we perform the dot product between query vector and all the keys vector, you can see here. And then this is the value of dot product, this is the similarity. Score would be high if our word are relevant, and similarity score would be low if our word is not relevant. Then we perform the softmax function and also divide by square root of dimension. So then after the softmax function we multiply each quantity with value vector. You can see here, this is the value vector for cat word, this is for sat word, this is for mat word, and this is for another word, like we take the example of any word. Then we multiply the softmax value. You can basically multiply this value vector and then perform the summation. So this way basically we calculate the in the end result, in end we get the attention value for this cat word, single word. And you can see here while calculating the attention value for this cat word, we consider all the word in the sentence. You can see here, like key value contain the information related to other word. You can see here. Same way, value vector also adding the information related to other word. So this way basically attention is work, and it understand the complex relationship between the word in a phrase or in a sentence, and it capture the long range dependency. So this is the magic behind the transformer. This is the thing. This is the core part of the transformer. So this part I already covered, self attention. Now I move to the multi-head attention. So in multi-head attention, the core part is same as I explained. The query vector, key vector, value vector, all the things are same. Attention formula also same. We just use the multi-head, multiple functions instead of single attention function. We use the multiple head of attention to capture the different type of relationship in data. So one head basically use these attention formula, and you can see here the formula is same to calculate attention for a head, and head value would be changed like that. This is the, if for example if I is 1, then this is the first head, I is 2, second head, 3 head, 4 head. And after calculating the attention, we basically concatenate all the head attention value. So from here we get the attention value for each head with respect to query, and then we concatenate those head value. So this way basically multi-head is work. Mathematics is same, how we calculate the query, key, value, all the things is same. Just we add one another concatenate function here, and first we calculate the attention for head 1, head 2, or up to the head last value. Like the, suppose if we have the h number of head, then we calculate up to the head h and then concatenate this thing, and these weight would be different here as per the head. So if if we are calculating the attention for first head, then this weight would be the wq1, wk1, wv1. And if we calculate for the second head, then this would be the wq2, this would be the wk2, this would be the wv2. So these are the learning parameters as I explained in the previous section also. So during the fine tuning or during the training of model, our objective is to find these best weight. And after this multi-head attention, we have the feed forward neural network. And feed forward neural network is the simple neural network which I discussed in my prerequisite video also. Like we feed the data, and those data basically pass to the activation function and then perform the output. So these things I already covered in my previous video, how we perform these operations. Like first we feed the input from here, then pass those information through the activation function and also use the weight. So similarly, this is the feed forward neural network, and activation function is the max between 0 to x plus x is the our embedding in that case. X basically the embedding in this case, and w1 is the weight, and this is the bias. This is basically the activation function of ReLU, and then we have the w2 and again the bias. So this is also the learning parameter, w1, w2, b1, b2, also the learning parameter. And during the fine tuning and training, our objective to find best weight, best w1, w2, b1, b2 while training of our model and fine tuning of our model. And then we have the residual connection. So residual connection basically these connections here, these connection, and here also, and similarly in the decoder part also we have the residual connection. So let me explain this thing. Residual connection, this connection basically pass the original information, original input to next layer. You can see here, if we feed data to the multi-head attention, then all the information is changed as per the attention value, as per the calculation, as I explained during the self-attention section. But we pass original information also in next layer. You can see here. Similarly here also we are passing the original information to the next layer, and similarly in the decoder part also. So residual connection basically These are the residual connection. You can see here the formula: layer normalization, and X basically the original input, and this sublayer input basically the input from the each sublayer, like from the multi-head attention, from the feed forward neural network, and from the different layer. We add two things here. This is the output from the sublayer, and this is the original information. And the objective here, like in our sentence, this is ensure that model retain the original input feature. So objective is this, like while learning the complex relationship between the words, between the tokens, by multi-head attention, by feed forward neural network, while the training of model, our objective to retain the original input feature also. So how we achieve this? We achieve by using this residual connection. And then we have the decoder part, and in the decoder part most of the things are similar to the encoder. Let me show you in the diagram, then I will explain in the mathematics also. So as in the encoder part we have the tokenization, then embedding. Similarly here are the tokenization, embedding, then positional encoding, here also the positional encoding, then multi-head attention, here also the multi-head attention, and here one more attention variant is a mask attention, and then the residual connection, then feed forward neural network, and the output we have the softmax layer. So most of the things is same. So let me explain in the mathematics also. So first thing is the self, like the mask self attention. So the mask self attention, all the mathematics is same. We just mask the future word. Like if we translate a word or a sentence, so we basically mask the future word, which word which word is not translated or not generated yet. We basically mask those words. So mathematics is same. You can see here query, key vector, and square root of dimension, value vector. We just mask the future word. So this way basically mask attention is work. And then we have the final softmax layer. So softmax basically giving us the probability outcomes, like generate the word or translate the word with their probability value. So now let me repeat each step in self attention or transformer. You can see the transformer with the help of one of the example. So suppose this is the input sentence: the cat sat on the mat. So very first step in transformer is the tokenization. So first this sentence is converted into the token format. This is the tokenization. The cat sat on the mat. So basically we split this sentence into the token format. And after the tokenization, next step is the embedding. So basically the vector representation of each word, and while retaining the context information. So this way basically we convert our tokens into the embedding format. So suppose this is the embedding for the word, similarly embedding for cat word, sat word. So next step is the embedding. Then the positional encoding. Third step is the positional encoding. So positional encoding, basically we add the positional or order information, and these things I already explained in the previous video also, and in the starting of this video also. Like we add the positional information by using the sine and cosine function. Then we have the encoder layer, and in the encoder layer we have the multi-head attention or self attention, you can say the feed forward neural network, and the residual connection as well. In the attention, as we know, there is the three main part of attention: query, key, and value vector. So here suppose we are interested to calculate the attention value for the cat word. So query vector basically a vector representation of cat word and multiply by the query weight. So query vector, how we calculate this query vector? We basically use the embedding of this cat word into query weight. Then we have the key vector. Key vector basically the vector representation of all words, like one by one. Like first is the word, cat word, sat word, each word vector representation into key weight. So in this particular case, if we have the number of word in the sentence, like the cat sat on the mat, I think around 7 word with the dot also. So basically the 7 key vectors here. Then similarly in the value vector also, like the each word embedding, each token word embedding into value weight. Now calculate the attention weight. So query vector is query vector basically for the cat word, and key vector basically the each key vector for the word, cat word, sat word, on the word, on the and mat word. We perform the dot product between these query vector and all the key vector, and dot product basically giving us the similarity score between query and key. So after that dot product, we perform the softmax functions and also divide by the square root of a dimension of embedding, and softmax basically giving us the value between 0 to 1. So suppose this is the outcome of the attention weight for cat word, then we multiply this attention weight with their value vector, and value vector again the vector representation of each word into value weight. So here basically this is the attention weight coming from the previous step. This is also the attention weight, and the corresponding value vector, like value vector for the word, value vector for cat word, value vector for sat word, on word, the word again, and mat word. And after this we perform the summation. So this way basically we calculate the attention value for a single cat word. Then the hidden representation passed to the decoder layer, and in the decoder layer again we have the similar logic like the start. From the start token, there is a special token in the decoder. In original transformer architect, we have the special tokens from which the decoding is start. Then again we use the similar tokenization and embedding mechanism as I discussed in the previous section. Similarly positional encoding, and then the decoder layer. In the decoder layer we have the mask, self attention, cross attention, and feed forward neural network. So this way basically transformer is work. As you see, main part behind the transformer architect is the attention. So after this I will explain each step in the code part also, and I intensely write all the code in Python, but in real time there is a certain library. See, you just need to load the foundation model, and then you can fine tune, or you can develop your rack system or multi-agent rack system. So you can use the foundation model in real time, but here I intensely to explain each step. I will use the Python part in my next video. These things I will cover in my next video.